Hello everybody, so this is Mr. Bowman. Today we're going to be looking at the ALEKS topic, Introduction to Proofs Involving Congruent Triangles and CPCTC. So what that stands for, by the way, is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So if I know two triangles are congruent, then I can say quite a bit about all the different parts that make up those triangles. Okay. All right, so we are going to be using that at some point in this proof. So, let's go ahead and list it out. So we need our statement and reasoned, or reasoning, I guess is what I was going to write. So I'll go ahead and finish that. Sections. Okay, so what do we know right now? I got a shape over here, and I know that AB is congruent to CD, so these two are congruent, and BC is congruent to DA. Sorry, it's over there. So that's what my givens tell me right now. So let's go ahead and put those in. AB is congruent to CD, given BC is congruent to DA, also given. All right, and this has to be congruent to itself. It's one of those shared sides. So AC is congruent to AC by the reflexive, I don't know what kind of R that was, reflexive property. So anything is going to be congruent or equal to itself depending on whether it's a shape or a number. Right. So I now have enough information to say that the two triangles are congruent. So let's make sure we get these names right. So the first one doesn't matter, so we'll call this triangle ABC is congruent to, now I have to line them up. So A would be the, on this one is the one that between the 1 and the 3, so the angle between the side with the 1 hash mark and the 3 hash marks, which will be C on my other triangle. And then I'm going to go along my 1 hash mark line to 2, so CDA. Make sure I get all those order. And that is by the SSS property. So all 3 sides are congruent, so the triangles have to be congruent. Now, that is not what I'm trying to prove. So that's why we're going a little bit further. I need to prove that triangle ABC, so ABC, this guy up here, is congruent to CDA, which is the guy over there. And I know that because I proved the triangles are congruent, so all the corresponding parts have to be congruent. That's what that CPCTC stands for. So I just need to make sure they are congruent, but they are going to be, because it's make sure everything lines up. So ABC, CDA are right there. Those are opposite the 3 hash mark one, so we're good. So angle ABC is congruent to angle CDA, and the reasoning is just that CPCTC, which is used a lot, so we usually just use that abbreviation as opposed to writing out that corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent.